doubles and coffee. The PNM and Tobago trying to buy votes to induce voters to vote for the PNM by walking around with 400 food cards in their pocket, says one candidate boastfully. In a pandemic, people are suffering. Over 200,000 people have lost jobs. 44% of businesses will never open. People are hungry. And for pure politics, the PNM in Tobago is playing with food and food card. And when I say Tobago, the reason I stress on Tobago is one thing that we could have been assured of is that the moral authority of Tobago was always superior to that of Trinidad. The discipline, the punctuality, the work ethic from the small island of Tobago was always bigger, better, stronger, more defined, more character from Tobagonians. Dwight York is the most successful footballer in the history of Trinidad and Tobago. On earnings, on team played, on Champions League, on trophies, because he was a Tobagonian. Because he matched the skill and flair with Tobagonian discipline, Tobagonian respect, Tobagonian understanding, Tobagonian listening to the gaffer and changing his game and adapting to whatever the manager said. That is Dwight York, Tobago. Bertil Sinclair is one of the greatest coaches in the history of the Caribbean because of his Tobago discipline. That players respect, punctuality, hard work, belief, no favoritism. That is Tobago. But under Keith Rowley and this PNM, somehow Tobagonians managed to select the worst of the worst from themselves. And Trinidad did that also by putting Keith Rowley in charge. We are now seeing Tobagonians, young Tobagonians leaving the island to go Grenada to rob a bank. When would you have ever thought that would happen? That's something like Trini would do. That is something we would do. Because we lost our way a long time ago. But now Tobago is being dragged down into the mud of unethical politics. If it's one thing my mother said, don't ever play with his food. If you cannot give people the best of the best food, then have no lime home. Then keep home with your family and cool yourself. Don't ever chinks on food. Food must be of the highest quality, the highest taste, the highest presentation. You must never low budget food. That is the respect that you have when you're feeding others. PNM has taken it. But I must commend one of the PNM, because one of the PNM shout down the next one and say, hey, that is madness. We have to do it in a proper manner. We have forms to fill out. We have to ensure that we are doing the correct things and put people who are hungry into the pathway for relief, that all the programs that you have to alleviate. Well, that PNM man was on top. That PNM man understands the right thing. To play politics. And to my fellow Tobagonians and Trinidadians, if somebody had to give you a food card to vote for them, and a one-off food card, that means that they have no intention whatsoever of doing anything to improve your life. That is a contract you're signing, that you take this little dust and they could do what they want. And that's why we are in a total complete mess. 210 recusals, rentals from Attorney General renting his own building, wives and family members of ministers getting contracts, recusal after recusal. Because if you give your vote for that paltry, little, disgusting, flimsy, superficial, disgusting, unethical act, that's it. You have told them that when they win, they don't have to do anything for you. So they don't have to go and debate and get grants for you, or help for you, or social net for you, or keep gas subsidy for you, or create jobs for you, or get foreign direct investment, or improve the foreign exchange position, improve the balance of payments, make sure your roads and bridges are up in order and the infrastructure is up to grade, and that you don't flood out. They don't have to do nothing. Do you know that for putting Rowley in the chair of being Prime Minister, that each and every citizen over the last 6 years has paid out of their own pocket that money that could have been used to elevate their children, buy laptops, buy books, pay for sporting, coaching, gym fees, all of these things, medical help, medicine. You have paid between $40,000 to $80,000 for Rowley rather than Kamala to be Prime Minister. You are paying, like how we pay to see Marshall Montano and we get a good concert and we say, hey, that was value for money. We go and pay to see football in the Pro League and we say W Connection, Jablote or Central FC and we say, yes, good game, boy, skill. We get value for money. We go movie town. Well, we're not going now because we are not children and this safe zone stupidness. But when you take a child movie town, you pay your money, you eat your popcorn, and you say, wow, that movie was good. You get value for money. You're getting value for money for Rowley. $40,000 to $80,000 in 6 years. Y'all have paid. He has said, wean yourself off the government. The new society is you get nothing, and he and the recusal twins get everything. He tell you that, and you're still playing games. You'll have human beings walking around. Think about the human being who will walk around with 400 food cards, handing it out to get vote. Just soak that in for a bit. What is that person? What is that person about? What is that person, if you vote for them, going to do? Sit down and fight for you, create policies, create new programs, new revenue streams to improve your security, your safety, your education, whether in Tobago or in Trinidad. If you have to cheat, and everything about this election in Tobago, the PNM trying to cheat, control the EBC, carve out 3 extra seats out of PNM to put anybody on pressure, giving out resources, pumping money, buying votes, pretending. If you fall for that, that's what you get. Not only Tobago, but Trinidad and Tobago need to start the change. Tobago need to send a message that enough is enough. No amount of cheating, no amount of gerrymandering, no amount of rowdy-mandering, no amount of food card. That is disrespectful. I win an election in a stronghold of the PNM. No funds, no nothing. Not nobody who walk with me get a cent. They get a food, a meal, 2 meals every day. I got no money, no pay. I tell you, listen, if I have to pay you to walk the walk, because what you have to believe in is what I will do when I get in there. How I will fix up your roads, your drains, your recreational grounds, get funding for the young people, trickle down money down to the ground so that the poor people can have an opportunity to succeed. If you believe in that, well, walk with me, vote for me. No food card. Think about it. Yeah, boy, take this now. Take a food card now and vote for me. PNM, you have lost your morals, even in Tobago. And when Tobago goes unethical, well, the entire society is lost. All your Tobagonians, send a message to this whole country. Please, send a message that you want to return to the good old days where Tobago was leaders in the Caribbean in everything, especially morals, ethics, discipline, education, and stick-to-itiveness. Don't forget, Douglas Politics tonight, 7:30. I only have a short time here, but they have all the time. And nobody am muting my mic. Douglas Politics tonight. Bless.